back from a gorgeous run. It's like 5 degrees outside and I went for a run with my friend and the sun is shining. It's kind of like a cold breeze on my face. It was super nice. So now fueling, having bagels with peanut butter and raspberry jam with a super tasty matcha. I also have to make sure that I drink up because when I go for runs in the morning, I have a tendency to get like really bad headaches in the afternoon. So I've literally already downed like 2 glasses of water and I'm gonna down another glass of water. I'm hoping that I'll be fine. In this video, over the next few days, I'm gonna take you along with me and you're gonna eat with me and cook with me and it's gonna be really fun. Got a few exciting events coming up as well that I'm gonna take you along with me to. Enjoy the ride, sit back and let's do this. I'm gonna eat my toast. Oh, I love bagels. It's lunchtime, my friends. For lunch, I am making a good food recipe because I am actually working with them to create some video content for them, which is really fun and exciting. I'm actually going to be making Joe Woodhouse's, who is a lovely and very talented cook, by the way, and chef. I'm making his spicy tofu tahini noodle salad, which looks absolutely delicious. So let's get to it, people. We're going to start by combining rice wine vinegar, water, honey, and salt in a pan. This is to pour over the thinly sliced carrots to pickle them slightly. Cook the noodles according to packet instructions. Next up, we're making our homemade chili oil by combining a handful of ingredients. Fry off some sunflower seeds and then slice the silken tofu into cubes, pouring soy sauce and the homemade chili oil all over it. Add tahini, water, and salt to a bowl to make the tahini dressing. Then dish up all the elements. Look how stunningly fresh it looks. Oh my goodness. Don't look at the kitchen, it's a mess. Got my noodles. You can serve them cold if you like, but because it's kind of chilly outside, I have served them warm. Look at that. It's warming, it's herbaceous, a little bit of the tang from the rice wine vinegar. Lovely. Good evening, it's time for dinner and I'm actually going to be using some leftovers from last night. We made this really delicious pork schnitzel with panko breadcrumbs and then made a spicy coconut tomato sauce with it. Then had some kind of Asian inspired coleslaw and some jasmine sticky rice and it was so delicious. But we actually made 4 pork schnitzels and we've got 2 left. So this evening I'm going to make some really flavorful pittas stuffed with the pork schnitzel, cucumber, hummus, chickpeas, and the leftover spicy coconut sauce on the side. Oh, also gonna have some lettuce in it for a bit of crunch. And just before we make any food, just a quick shout out to Bold Bean. They sell the most incredible beans. They are such high quality, absolutely delicious. Honestly, phenomenal. Like if you don't like beans, these will change your mind. I freaking love a fridge made dinner, and so chop up any crunchy veggies. I've just got this cucumber, same goes for your lettuce leaves. Then I combine chickpeas with the leftover coconut spicy sauce. Now because the schnitzel had been stored in the fridge, it's lost its crunch, so I'm just frying it up to crisp up the outside slightly. First up, we've got our cucumber, we've got our lettuce, and we've got our schnitzel that I kind of lightly fried just so that it gets a little bit warm. Then we've got Ramona's jalapeno hummus, which is the best hummus in the world. It is thick, it's chunky, it's a little bit spicy, and it's in these massive tubs, which is amazing. Then we've got pitta bread right there, and we've got Hellmann's mayonnaise because the gal likes sauce. Let's chop up this pitta. I've literally just toasted the pitta in the toaster for a few minutes on each side. It'll be really hot out. I'm gonna first go in with our sauces. Almost. That in there. Oh, so good. Then I'll go in with our chickpea and spicy tomato coconut sauce. Try not to get too much of the sauce because otherwise this is literally just gonna go everywhere. Cucumbers and cukes. Stuff them in. Go in with some lettuce. It's breaking, it's breaking, it's breaking. Chicken? Sorry, not chicken. Pork. We're gonna get our mayo. I made one for Henry and I made one for me. Now Henry's one I was able to get the pitta open, but my one I couldn't. So instead I've basically layered the pitta on the bottom and then I've layered all of the different elements on top, and I'm going to use it with a knife and fork. So it won't taste as good because we're using knife and forks, but it should still taste really good. Bon appetit. Good morning. Sit on the sofa. So this morning I have been invited to a brunch hosted by Genki Matcha. They just create the most delicious matcha and they have several different matcha bars dotted around London, and they're opening a new one up in Borough Market, and so they've invited me to go for brunch there. And so I'm going to take you with me and we're going to go have brunch together and some matcha. It's going to be a fun little morning date. Also, not going to lie, I'm absolutely starving. I'm back from the Genki Matcha event. That was so lovely. I saw some really lovely friends there and also met some new creators, which was really nice. I actually need to film lunch. I'm not hungry at all, but I need to film lunch because I'm working with Meatless Farm on Instagram. I'm gonna create like a marry me meatball gnocchi bake. Their meatless meatballs are really good, but I'm not hungry right now, so I think I'll probably make the recipe and then like eat it halfway through the afternoon. We'll see how it goes, but I just love the marry me chicken trend. I've actually got a couple of recipes on my website. My marry me chicken ramen and my marry me chicken pie are... I've also changed my jumper because I was wearing white, and white with all of the red sauce that we're about to create is not a good idea. Hence the color. Once again, the hair is flying. I don't know what to do with this. Okay, classic. This is kind of what I thought would happen. Finished making the dish and then actually realized that I was hungry. So I've given myself a little bowl of the marry me meatless meatballs gnocchi bake. Marry me meatless gnocchi bake meatballs. I don't know. Anyway, really good. I just used like Napolina gnocchi. The Meatless Farm meatballs are really good. Look at that. They've browned lovingly. That is so comforting. Oh, the flavours are just so banging. I'm heading off to a friend's book launch at 5:30 p.m. this evening, so I've got approximately 3.5 hours to absolutely smash out some work. So I will see you at dinner time. Good morning. Time for breakfast. I fancy something really refreshing and healthy. So I'm actually gonna make a fruit smoothie or like a fruit juice using frozen fruits. And then I'm gonna make a bagel with an egg, some of this Hispanic live ferment, and some cream cheese. I'm gonna boil the eggs for 6 minutes so that they're nice and jammy. So let's get into it. Cheers. So good. This is gonna go everywhere, I can just tell. Oh, so good. So for lunch, I am actually going to be making a phenomenal corn, coconut and lentil chowder. It's exactly what I fancy right now, which is also just very handy. It's going to be warming, comforting, tender on the belly, which will be really lovely. It's got like a load of really lovely spices from kind of cumin seeds to turmeric to red chilies to curry powder. So it should be really tasty and like a hug in a bowl. Final dish is ready. It tastes so good. It's lovely and coconutty. Without using any coconut milk, just coconut cream. Coconut yogurt, sorry. It's really delicious, but guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Whilst I was making this, I just suddenly thought, I don't fancy this. I just don't fancy it at all. And it won't go to waste because I'm literally just gonna freeze it. What I do fancy, I just fancy ramen. How basic is that? You know, this video is all about balance and it's all about the reality of life. And as much as this gorgeous chowder is delicious, it's just not what I fancy right now. I fancy a bowl of creamy, spicy noodles with an egg on top. Might even sack off the egg. No, actually I do fancy an egg with a bit of spring onions. That's what I fancy. Do you want to come with me to make noodles? I feel like you should. We're on this journey together. You're gonna cook with me. Thank you for being here. Let's make some noodles. Right, so I'm boiling an egg for 6 minutes for a jammy noodle. Then getting my shin ramyun noodles. I've eaten these for nearly a decade. They're some of my favourite instant noodles. In a bowl, I'm combining all of the sachets with some mayo, milk, and I found some leftover chorizo in the fridge, so whacking that in. I removed the egg and blanched it in cold water. This makes it really easy to peel, drain the noodles, and then combined everything together to make this creamy, delicious, spicy noodle dish with a stunning egg on top. Okay, I'm happy now. So good. Oh, that is exactly what I needed. Okay, so I'm just about to head off to a friend's for dinner. Having a little dinner party with a load of foodie gals, and so there's gonna be loads of food. So I've decided not to cook anything and I'm gonna bring drinks. So I'm taking like a lime and mint cordial. Gonna take some gin and then I'm taking some soda water and some tonic water. Okay, let's go.